October 23rd, Big Sandy River, Tennessee, 1:03 a.m. Shh. What? Stop. You hear that? Hear what? No. There's somebody up ahead. I don't see anybody. Maybe it was nothing. Let's wait another second. Never mind. I don't know what I... Look! Look, look, look! Fuck! Fuck! Shh! Fuck! We gotta dive. They'll find us underwater. Look, there's lots of them. Why are they moving so slow? Because they see us. Oh Jesus. Go, 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 go! Oh God. 1:15 a.m. They gotta make a turn somewhere. If they don't, Oklahoma State's just gonna keep pushing them east. They can't let that happen. Best to turn immediately at Ole Miss, seems like. Yeah, that's what I'd do. Not southwest, though. They should take Ole Miss northeast. Huh? Yeah, for misdirection. They have no idea who Nick and Manny play for, right? Nope. All Oklahoma State knows is that someone's dicking around on their field somewhere with 9 footballs, and there are a couple of strangers here who are running away from them. Why would they run? They think they can connect the dots pretty easy there. But since they don't know which team they're dealing with, they can't really know where they're trying to go. Nick and Manny should fake like they're trying to go north. It's just... that's too much dancing around. They should keep it simple, like, here, just do this. Head southwest on Ole Miss, then turn on Georgia and cut northwest. They haven't created enough distance, though. When they turn southwest, Oklahoma State is still close enough to get eyeballs on them. They'll see which way they go. And if they see that, they can just split up, send some players to the Georgia-Oklahoma State intersection and wait them out. Well, they don't have to take Georgia. They could... Yeah, you see? They're too scared of the sharks to try and cross the lake, which means they'll just have to make it back to Oklahoma State's field anyway. And they'll have to make so many transfers to do that, they would be pinpointed. No problem. If the Cowboys don't scoop them up, someone else will. Plus, Jay, as you said, the rule is to head northwest, right? When in doubt, most escape routes less busy. Yeah, okay, true. Look, 9, you called it. There they go. I still don't like it. I get the logic, but how many times have you seen a ball player try to create yardage by going backwards? How often does that end in disaster? I don't like this. No, look at you, you're obsessed with this game. I just said I don't like this. 1:58 a.m. Hold up, I gotta piss. Now? Oh no, not now. I was just thinking, that's something I'd like to do someday. It's on my bucket list. What? Yes, now, Jesus. Alright, fine. I guess we got a minute. Yeah, we do. They're not the quickest team I've ever seen. Is that Oklahoma State? Gotta be. Yeah. Big 12 speed, baby. I think we go south here, right? Then just right back on Oklahoma State and head west. No, don't do that. I think it's too soon for that. We gotta draw them out more. We gotta get them further off course. We can't just be running all over the country, man. It's bad enough that we have to switch fields at all. Just get back on course as soon as possible. Nah, no. That's how you get trapped. They're just gonna close us in on both sides, north and south. That's exactly what they'll do, too. That's the playbook. And it won't even matter how much faster we are. We'll be fucked. Okay, well, we got like 2 minutes before we gotta get running again. What do you want to do? Let's take a loop, and then take a bigger loop. We keep on this a little longer, get to northwestern, and then we cut south. Then we keep on west, like you were saying. That's not far. We can do that tonight. Plus, if they watch the scoreboard and they see that we fucking went right past Mississippi State, just so we could get to northwestern, what does that let us do? Makes them think we're northwestern. Yeah, that's as fake like we're northwestern. So then they send a bunch of people up north looking for us. I don't know about this one. They're panicking. I mean, maybe. Big maybe. No, man. No, let's play it simple. Let's just head south right now. Nick, you know I don't like digging up old shit, and you know I'm not trying to, throw it in your face or whatever. Oh, here we go. Oh, here you go. Well, don't tell me they're gonna stop fighting now. No, no, listen to me. You listen. You got your way with the train. You didn't involve me in that decision. Now it's my turn to make a call. This is the greatest fumble recovery in centuries, and they're really gonna stop and fight. And I'm telling you, we're being chased by what, 100 players, maybe more? And then they might call in favors with another team, send a fucking army after us. Maybe a smarter army. Whatever the easiest option is, we cannot take it. We cannot. We can't be predictable. We gotta throw a wrench in. Alright? Alright. Okay. Okay. We'll do it the way that you want to do it. Come on, baby. Let's bring it home. Let's get to the beach. 3:31 a.m. And a quick pause for the station identification. This is KCPJ-AM, Sports Talk 790, Stillwater, Oklahoma. 30 minutes until the top of the hour. I'm Greg Griffin. It has been a wild night here in Stillwater for those of us staring at the scoreboard. Oklahoma State has fallen all the way down from 3 in the country all the way up out of the rankings. While that might seem like a disaster, it sure seems like as though whoever's carrying these footballs is running scared from Oklahoma State football. Coach E, once again, thank you for being gracious enough to come on the program in the middle of the night. Happy to, Greg. I'm happy to. Now, I know you're out there in Tennessee on the scene with the Oklahoma State football team, and I don't want to keep you too long. And of course, there are some operations you do not want to make public, but how much can you tell us about what Oklahoma State is doing to recover these footballs? Happy to, Greg. I'm happy to. Now, now you are right that at the moment there are things that we will say about this situation and things that we want. But one thing I can tell you, Greg, is that we're sending the whole house after them. All 100 players are giving chase, and we've got 25 home field players ready to support us as well. A full house, Coach. I think it's going to make the boosters very happy. Now, can you tell me, how many footballs are we dealing with? That information we don't think is wise to share, but we can tell you that this is a very big fumble. A very big fumble. A very big fumble. Well, folks, I think that's about as complete as an answer as we hope to get. Could be 5, could be 50. Well, one thing I can tell you is that it's not 50. They're not moving through the woods in a pickup truck. But at any rate, Coach, recovering a fumble of this size could change the future of Oklahoma State football. We've seen how a high ranking has helped recruiting for other programs. Hell, we've seen how it's benefited Michigan State, that's for sure. So what I'd love to hear from you is, you're a newcomer to this program. You've only coached this team a couple of years. You're not even from Oklahoma, which made some within the fan base a little concerned. What would recovering this fumble mean to you? Do you feel like it would secure your legacy in Stillwater? And I appreciate you saying that, Greg. And of course, it would mean everything in the world to me, but my focus is on this program. I'm not thinking of me. I'm talking about Oklahoma State, and I'm thinking about my responsibility to my players, making sure that they now... Greg, I'm sorry. We have a situation developing, and I'm going to need to let you go. You know what, Coach? We are just now seeing that ourselves, as it seems as though the footballs have now transferred to Northwestern. They're now on the Northwestern. Coach, I'll let you go. Good to talk to you. Thank you. Click. When was this? Just a few seconds ago. I'm going to dress up as a car for Halloween. I'm going to drive around in my car, and that'll be my costume. This is the best idea I've ever had. Good for you, Brandon Gibson. Okay, we're cooking now. Here we go. I think they want us to think that they're Northwestern. If they were, they would have turned well before they hit the water. Not that stupid, y'all. All right, I want everybody huddled up in 2 minutes. All 25 on the home field. Tell them to call in. All hands. You know what you're going to call? Almost. I will by the time you set it up. Keep everybody moving. I'll be right behind you. You got it, Coach. Hey, Hal, hold up. Before you go, does Oregon still have scouts up north? Yeah, a little east of Paducah. Last I checked. Should be 5 of them. I think we're going to need to call in a further with them. We need lookouts. What do you want to give them? Could offer free passage on our field for a year. I don't know how much of a shit they'd give about that, though. You know what? Just give them a football. You sure? If we fall on this fumble, we'll have 9. We can give one away. We need him bad for this. You're the boss. I'll call him up. Thanks. 3:41 a.m. Okay, gonna give everybody a moment to let the room fill up. Everybody keep moving. Shit. Who is it on the call? I appreciate that you're marching, but could you please mute? Shh. Everybody please mute your shh. Phones while coach is speaking. Shh. Alright, I think we've got a full huddle here. So we're just going to push through this. Shh. For those of you who might be near the back of the pack tonight, I'm going to catch all y'all up. Those 9 footballs that were on our field, we just popped them loose tonight. That dent in the scoreboard that everyone in the country saw, we did that. We did what we set out to do, and we should be proud of that. While we were crossing the river, a few of y'all on the front line got eyes on them. The good news, there's only 2 of them. The bad news, there's only 2 of them. The worst news is, whoever they are, they're quicker than hell. But we're going to tie them right up. We're going to bring these balls back to Stillwater, and this is how we're going to do it. These are going to be our 2 crunch zones. They just moved to Northwestern a few minutes ago. So we know they're in one of these 2 areas. First zone's about 20 miles long. Second one is close to 25. You think they got the piranha fish? Got piranha fish there? Piranha fish here? Again, whoever that is, please mute your phone. Now here's how we're going to tie him off. Red teams, you stay put. You park your asses on your intersection and you don't move. If they try to come your way, then they'll have nowhere to go. Shh. I've put a call into Oregon. They're going to team up with us for the night. They've got 5 posted at Mississippi State. They're going to send word if they see anybody coming their way. Fuck lakes, man. Fuck lakes. Orange teams, you're going to flush them out. Move, but be thorough. Orange team north, you're a team of 50. You're going to blitz north. Orange team south, there's only 25 of you because I don't think it's likely that they're going to be down there. Eyes open though. There's only 2 of them, and I'm sure they'll be hiding. Get eyes on every yard. If make it back down to our home field, and you haven't found them, I'm going to send all teams north. Now it's on. Yo! It's on each and every one of y'all to keep your eyes out. There's no other team in our position. No other team in this part of the country who has nearly as many players as we do. No mistakes, no excuses. This is our chance to make our mark. This is our chance to make history. This is our moment. We will rise to it. You hear me? Every single one of us will rise to, yeah man, I think it's one of those fishes bit me on my dick. Huh? Nah, I'm on mute. Ah, fuck. Click. Okay, you'll know what to do. Break. 4:18 a.m. Bumpus Mills, huh? What? Hey, you'd be better not be researching. Just for a minute. God damn it, your battery can't take that right now. Hold on. I think it'll be worth it. 6:07 a.m. Jeez. God damn it. You counted 100 earlier, right? I only counted 100. Yeah. Guess they had their home field players trailing behind them. God damn it. Alright, well, can we sneak past them? Not with all these leaves, man. Every time you step, it sounds like cornflakes. Let's just cut the corner then. Use a few seconds of OBT if we have to. Nah, because look, you see 5? I only see 5. There's no way they'd send out just 5 of their home field players all the way the fuck out here. They sent them all. The rest of them are probably close by. Well then, we just cut a longer corner then. Spend a couple of minutes of OBT if we have to. Man, you know we can't afford to do that. I guess we try back north then. Nowhere else we can fucking go. 7:19 a.m. Oh no, they're gonna get crunched. This is like the trash room scene from the Dark Vader. From the what? Sometimes it's kind of a fun puzzle to try to discern what the fuck you're talking about. I am a blessing to all who surround me. Babe, that's too many of them. That's at least 20. That's like 25. That's too many of them. We gotta move. Nah, man. They'll be here in a few minutes. Let's just sit. You cannot do this. I'm tired, man. I'm used up. You cannot give up on me. It's done, man. It's done. It's fucking over. Put the map away. No, find them. Do whatever. Fuck, man. 2,000 years. 2,000 years. We fucked them up for a while there, though. We got everybody crossed up. And the train... We're gonna be famous for that. It shouldn't have ended like this, man. It's my fault. It's my fault. We should have just cut north. Or, I don't know, cut anywhere else. No, it's not. It's not your fault. It's my fault, man. It's my fault. Babe, come here. You and me, babe. You and me. Can you do something for me? What? Can you meet me in Missouri? Hey, what? What are you... Hey, what the fuck? Where are you going? Holy shit. 7:27 a.m. Ooh boy, Nick's got some balls on him. No, I mean, Nick's got some nuts on him. Well, yeah, he's clearly made the conscious decision to run on pavement. He's definitely going to use the road. That's about 5.38 miles. About 95 conventional football fields. How much out of bounds time does he have? 16 minutes and 53 seconds. Wow. Yeah, Jesus. I'm glad I gave him that extra 10 seconds the other day. He's going to have to run about 5 miles at a pace of 3:08 a mile. Plus he's carrying a backpack with 9 footballs in it. Plus he's wearing boots. Plus it's hilly as fuck through there. Plus he's already gassed. He's been running all over Stewart County tonight. What do you think? He's fucking toast, right? I could see a situation where he gets like halfway across, maybe 2/3. He gets ejected, then it's Money's job to try to go out there and take it the rest of the way. Of course, if that happens, half the country's going to come out and set up camp around here. Who knows who ends up with those footballs, but it won't be Money. Man, this is such a recurring theme in this relationship. Once in a while, Nick just goes and does what he wants, so intent on him doing right by Money that he forgets to, do right by him. Doesn't communicate with him. Oh, you know what? Donelson Parkway. He's going to run right past Fort Donelson. Right where it used to be, anyway. Is that one of y'all's Civil War things? Yeah. This is where Grant got famous. He took Fort Donelson and opened up a big chunk of Tennessee for the Union. Thing is, he personally knew one of the Confederate generals in charge of defending the fort, and he later say more or less that he knew the guy was soft, and he would fold pretty quickly once the attack began. He was right. The general managed to save his own ass by taking a boat across the river and escaping. Turns out this guy was kind of delusional and thought he was some incredibly important asset for the South. What's funny about that is, when Grant was asked about that later, he said that if he had caught him, he would have just thrown him back. Said that he was such a shit general that he was most valuable for the Union if he just kept his job fighting against them. Lol, what was his name? Are you ready to hear this? The way Fort Donelson was surrendered. In his official report of the fall, Fort Donelson, General Pillow, gives a curious account of the manner in which the surrender was agreed to and accomplished by the conclave of rebel generals within the walls of the fort. The ingenuity and peculiar morality of General Floyd came to the rescue. He proposed to turn over the command to Pillow, and Pillow to turn it over again to Buckner, thus enabling the latter to surrender the place, provided that he and Pillow were allowed time to cut and run with their commands out of danger. Oh, come on, man. No way, man. Lol, fuck. 9. Was this the story you were trying to dig up? I'm sorry I stepped on your toes. No, mine's something else. Still working on it. Oh my god. Oh. We got somebody. It's okay. I'm not running. Manuel Bays, San Diego State. I'm sorry, did you say San Diego State? Yeah. You know there are penalties for impersonating a football player, right? You're on the field. This is part of the field. You can't be here. Look. Manuel Bays. Percent college football record. The Elite Series Sports Card Company fields innumerable requests each year to cease production of the Mr. Bayes football card. It is the official policy of Elite Sports to print a football card for every player on every active roster in college football, regardless of whether they play. Elite Sports considers this matter closed and will be not responding to further inquiries. Oh my god, you're that guy. Why, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, it's just, how did you get out here? How did you even get here? I ran. Listen, there's some pressing business. I'd like to propose a trade. My husband and I have the footballs. They're in the secure location off the field. We know, we saw the fall of the scoreboard a few minutes ago. I'll give you the coordinates if you give up your players' locations. That's all you want? Alright, sure. Give me a map. We got all 125 along Northwestern, 25 here, 50 up in Kentucky, 25 up at Ole Miss intersection, 25 at our intersection. Holy shit! Yeah, we got you crunched. Sorry to tell you. Good game though. You'll put up one hell of a fight. You had us scattered for a while there. So the balls are here. How did they get all the way up there? His name is Nick Navarro. He's my husband. He finds a way to piss me off every goddamn day, and he's the fastest man you've ever seen. In order to make it to our home field and the rest of the country, we had to run approximately 5 miles. He did so at a pace of 3 minutes and 53 seconds per mile. What he's attempting now, without discussing it with me first, is to run a similar distance in little over 3 minutes per mile. This means he needs to somehow shave off 45 seconds for every one of those 5 miles. He only has 16 minutes and 53 seconds of OVT. 16 minutes and 53 seconds, yeah. I see what he did. He wanted to run on pavement. It's the closest thing to a treadmill. That's why he always makes the best time. We've been sprinting through the woods for so long that actually running on pavement probably feels like a miracle. It's like swinging a baseball bat with the donut off. He just took the balls and ran out on me a few minutes ago. All the math in the world says he can't do this. But right now, he's on pace to do it. I think he's actually going to do it, because I know that man better than anyone, and there's nothing he loves more than being right. You're telling stories. I'm sorry. I don't have time for this. I'm not. Just watch the scoreboard. When Ole Miss pops up in 3rd place, you'll know I'm not lying. Should be within the next minute. Just watch. It's going to change. Watch it. Come on, babe. If you want to know why there was a cut right there, it's because in the description down below, I just covered all of the previous text. It's very repetitive. I did play around with it a little bit, so if you do want to enjoy the different sections, for those of you who watched it live, you had to witness all of that, or maybe you just zoned out through the whole 30-minute experience. Back to the game. Get me Hal on the line. Hal, get all Team Southwest. The balls are on Ole Miss. You can't catch them. We've got 25 down south. Just saw how fast we move? You just saw how fast we move. Can you run like that? Holy shit. Sigh. Hal, cancel that. All teams take a breath. Regroup on the home field at 3 p.m. Good game. Good game. Well, now I'd like to propose a trade. We won't show your identity with any other team. I think you've earned that much from us. You're heading out west, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay, in return, can you use our field to get there? For a while, at least. We had plans to break off right before we get to Stillwater. That's good enough, I suppose. You know, just to keep us up high in the rankings for a little while longer for recruiting. Maybe to let our fans feel like we got a big win for a while. Yeah, we can do that. It's a deal then. Best of luck to you. You're really sat around on the field for what? 2,000 years so you could pull that? About that. All these days we spent marching out here, I kept telling my players it's all about who wants it more, who wants it more, who wants it more. There's so much about you all I don't understand, but I know nobody on earth wants it like you do. I mean, what is this? You waited 2,000 years for this? What makes you want to do this? Ha. We ask each other that all the time. I like to say that him and me are so damn crazy. Of course we married each other. Nobody else would take us. I just need to try something impossible. That's what it is for me. I need to find one of those rules of the world and break it. You sure you would be doing that here? There's really just 2 of you? Out here? Yeah, just 2. Can I give you some advice? Don't let this eat you up. I've been through it time and again. I've played football a long time. All kinds of different games, all kinds of different rules. This game has beat me down over and over again. It's about to it. It's about to it again. I'm gonna get fired for this. Well, you never could have known what you were up against. You had no idea we could have run out of bounds like that. It's literally like nobody's ever done that. Nah, no excuses, no excuses. Biggest fumble in centuries, and we let it bounce out of bounds. That's on me. I'm done. And that's okay, because that's what this game does to me. This game hates me. I'm snakebit. But that's okay, because it taught me how good it can be sometimes to just let go. Walk away. That's the advice, I guess. Lord, I hope you'll make it, but just don't let it eat you up if you don't. We've all seen enough sadness in our time. No need for you to go off and make more of your own. Life's too long for that. You've got trillions of tomorrows. KCPJAM 790, and you know what? We're coming up on 10 p.m. local time here in Stillwater. Before I have to sign off here, I just want to make one thing clear. I'm overjoyed to see those footballs back on Oklahoma State's field. I know we all are, and I hope that means that State is indeed in possession of those footballs. But that puts us on the map. That gives the fans something to be proud of after going through hundreds of years of losing. The last few centuries of cowboy football have not been fun, and I feel like, as the fan base, we deserve this. This would be a happy day. However, folks, and I know people are going to tell me, oh, Greg, shut up. You should just shut up about this and be happy. But, however, we still don't have answers. Who had the footballs to begin with? Who'd we beat? What were they doing on Northwestern's field? What were they doing on Ole Miss's field? What proof do we, as the fans, have that we've got our hands on the footballs? I'm telling you, folks, it smells funny. It just smells funny. And if it turns out things went sideways, if we don't have possession, then I'll just come out and say it. LaCrea Evans must resign as head coach of Oklahoma State football, and that's all I've got to say about Bzzzt. Man, poor Lucretia. I can't believe one person can be so unlucky. I cannot believe any of that shit. I mean, Nick ran like 20 miles an hour for 5 miles. Yeah, I've seen people do that for short stretches. Never like that. I keep reviewing the data to make sure he really did that, and he really did it. Makes me wonder what human beings are going to be capable of in, say, another 100,000 years, another million years. What are we going to see? 10-mile throws? What's the ceiling? I don't know, but man, every time I think of those little guys hit the ceiling, they bust through it. Almost makes you wish there was extraterrestrial life out there just so they could peek in and get a load of this shit. Well, they've got us. Someone out here sees them. Someone out here knows. Huh? I got an email. Gross. Shit, it's from 9. Oh, that little asshole. They shut down. Oh, so they did. Yep, 9's hibernating. All systems normal. Looks like it's going to take him a few months to come back online. Used every last bit of their battery researching. Looks like. I told them not to do that. You're falling into big system mode again. You know 9's going to do what they want. I know. I just guess I missed them already. Well, what's it say? Let me see. Hey guys, sorry to cut and run on you. I would have liked to say a proper goodbye. I guess I'll see you in 20K21. As you probably guessed, I used up all my battery in the course of my research, and I'm about to shut down in a minute. But before I do, I want to send you a little something I call the story of Eugene Jennings. As Nick and Manny were scrambling around Bumpus Mills, it sparked an old memory of a man named Eugene Jennings, sometimes known as Gene Robert Jennings, someone doing something very similar in the same place as. This has been a running theme lately. It makes me feel as though we are all living in reruns. I suppose that's natural, though, in circumstances where land ends and time doesn't. Anyway, I found this story extremely compelling, and I hope you enjoy it. Love you both. Talk soon. 9. P.S. How does the scoreboard work if a team carries the ball through the intersection? Does it show up as a football for both teams, or just say that the original team, or what? That it wasn't the rules. It wasn't in the rules. Huh? Who's Eugene Jennings? No clue. Searching, but it isn't pulling up much. Well, let's load it up. You got a few minutes? Do I ever? On the bank of Cumberland River sits the Kentucky State Penitentiary. To Americans, nothing is more frightening than the past, so they built it to resemble a castle from medieval Europe. It sent an intimidating, menacing message, and television networks were more than happy to produce what was essentially state propaganda to broadcast that message. These people you fear, they will suffer.
They had a sign up over the front door that said, "Abandon hope, all ye that enter here." They wanted this place to look pretty menacing, and it still looks menacing even today.
But shows like this one never ever dared to tell us about Eugene Jennings. Back when Americans could just imprison one another by the millions, KSP was among the most high-security prisons in the country. The nature of its construction, along with its surrounding geography, made escape nearly impossible. In 1958, KSP counted among its inmates 30-year-old Eugene Jennings, aka Gene Robert Jennings. He was a career criminal who had committed scattering of robberies throughout the United States. Jennings was a man who occasionally brought a pistol to a robbery but never fired it. He smirked in his mugshots. He enjoyed the poetry of Omar Khayyam. He might kidnap you if you really needed a ride, but he wouldn't hurt you, and you might even walk away liking him. You might say he was not a good man, but he was by no means an evil man. He'd ended up in KSP after stealing $432 in a holdup in Louisville. He killed no one, he injured no one. The Louisville jury sentenced him to death. This sentence was later reduced to a life imprisonment. Regardless of if your fellow man has agreed to have you killed over $432, what respect are you supposed to have left for them? For their institutions, their laws, their buildings? In December 1958, Jennings and a fellow inmate jumped on the back of a milk truck and escaped a Kentucky State Penitentiary. They had done what seemed impossible. The two were picked up by a couple of thrill-seeking young guys who volunteered to drive them to St. Louis, only to find themselves shut in the trunk of their own car. Jennings made it all the way to Chicago, then to Michigan, before eventually being recaptured near Jonesville and returned to KSP. 2 years later, Jennings escaped again. This time, the famously athletic Jennings took a more brazen and direct approach, scaling the prison wall with his bare hands. What followed was a 3-day spree of car stealing and hostage taking that ended with his apprehension in a barn not far away. But as always, no one was hurt. He was even described as courteous. Eugene Jennings had become one of the only people ever to escape a 20th century maximum security prison multiple times. And then, in 1962, he escaped from KSP a third time. This escape may have been the most embarrassing for the prison. Those safety battlements, the ones that built to make the prison look like a castle, Jennings and a friend used them to catch a makeshift grappling hook they made out of a bucket of handles. This time, Jennings only made it a few miles east before he was found and returned to prison. With his third jailbreak, he had broken his own record for the most escapes from Kentucky State Penitentiary, a record that would stand for years, until 1966 when he escaped a fourth time. Jennings was described as cat-like. He scaled a 30-foot wall yet again, and he fled through the wilderness and demanded a ride from a man he encountered. He did not demand money, however. He asked nicely for $3, and he received it. As always, his hostages had nothing bad to say about him. Police set up roadblocks all around Memphis Mills and the surrounding areas. Somehow he snuck right through all of them, and it was his greatest escape. Wow. Jennings started a new life in it with a new name in Atlantic City. But thanks to his fourth escape and adventures in Bumpus Hills, he was now a member of the FBI's Most Wanted, whose most damning offense at this point, it seemed, was his refusal to be jailed. After a few months, he was found and returned to the KSP. By this point, his reputation prevented him from ever getting close enough to those walls to scale them. For his fifth and final escape, he didn't go north, south, east, or west, he went up. Jennings broke away from a guard and climbed the prison's iconic water tower. He sat up there for 2 days. Maybe it was just to get his photo in the paper one last time. Perhaps he wanted to feel free, if only for a while, to feel like a man who could still wander. After 50 hours, he made his way back down, having concluded what humankind would later learn as a whole. There is nothing for them up there. We can't pretend to truly know Eugene Jennings, but he strikes me as a person... Oh my god, come on. Give me time. Me as a person meant for another time. Another world where freedom is true and unconditional, where property can be forgotten, sins can be forgotten, failures can be embraced. He never asked or expected to live forever. Even now, it's hard to believe he would stay within the lines. But I know he would have loved this American sandbox. To run, to explore without consequence, to wonder without meaning, to play, to love, to enjoy our own world. I think he saw this coming. It's all he ever wanted. It's all we ever wanted. To be continued. What a roller coaster, man.